turns out men and women don't always see eye to eye on things.
No.
Please, I'm trying to work hard. Whether it's leaving the toilet seat up or being a backseat driver, sometimes we have to agree to just disagree.
Yeah, but now experts say we view cheating differently too, especially when it comes to online and social media sexual encounters. It seems while women see cheating first as an emotional act, men see cheating primarily as a physical one.
So why do men and women see cheating differently? Joining us to explain is human behaviour and relationship expert and author of Get Over It, Breakups, Betrayals and Rejection, Patrick Wanis. Patrick, good morning to you. What's behind this? Why does sexes see things differently?
Well, we see the world through our own eyes, and men see things primarily physically, while women see things emotionally, because women move through the world in a much more emotional manner. Doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong, it's just we are different.
Alrighty, so online sexual adventures, is that considered cheating or not? Like, who's the judge? Who's to say what is and what isn't?
Well, you should be the judge in your relationship. In other words, you and your partner have to make that decision. But really, any act that takes the attention away from the relationship and your partner and puts it onto someone else is an act of betrayal or cheating.
Okay, so
you've also got to keep, well, yeah. I also want to say too, you've got to remember, you've got to keep in mind love, honour, respect, honesty, and, you know, mutual support. So anything that you do that goes away from that is an act of betrayal.
Mate, if you've got to tell it to the judge, who's right, the man or the woman?
Stop trying to be right and focus on being happy. If your wife believes this is cheating, sit down and discuss it with her and let her know how you feel. You've both got to be very clear about what cheating is and what it isn't. Because ultimately, even if you don't view it as cheating and she does, she'll be the one that'll end up divorcing you.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. And why would you want to do something that would hurt your partner in the first place? That just doesn't make sense. Why do we see so many powerful men cheat on their wives with less powerful women, Patrick?
This is a new phenomenon that I call men marrying up but cheating down. Men are getting into these relationships with very powerful women, then they feel emasculated, and both of them are very, very busy in their schedule. They don't have enough time for each other, and then the man feels like, oh, I'm underappreciated, or I'm not getting enough attention, oh, and I'm not getting enough sex, and he turns to a woman that's submissive over whom he can lord it and control.
So is it always driven by, you know, the sexual desire you're talking about?
Well, I think if you're a rock star, an athlete, yeah, you view women like a buffet and you just, you know, you serve yourself to feed your sexual hunger, your sexual appetite and your narcissism. But really, this is more about men, powerful men, feeling powerless in their personal relationship and turning to other submissive women who look up to them, admire them and worship them to try and fulfill their needs.
Okay, Patrick, try and explain, if you will, how men feel loved in a different way to women. Is this like a scientific fact?
Well, let me say this. There's no right or wrong, but this is the way it is. Men feel loved when they feel acknowledged, appreciated, and when they receive sex. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's the way it is. Women, on the other hand, feel loved when they get all their emotional needs met. You've got to create a safe place for them to allow them to express themselves. You've got to give them praise, support, encouragement, provide, protect, and emotional nurturing as well. So men's egos are fragile, but women are much more complex. It's not right or wrong, Larry or Kylie, it's just the way it is. So I say to you and to everyone watching, don't worry about being right, focus on being happy.
Okay.
Good advice.
Sorry, I watched very carefully.
Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
No, of course.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I was watching very carefully when the man slide came up, but I did lose track with the women one, so I will have to look back at that on the internet. Patrick, thank you.
You're welcome.
Point proved.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm just.
Oh, you weren't listening to me.
I'm just a little bored with what you're saying right now.